Today, I'm turning one cookie dough into 4 amazing flavors: dark chocolate cranberry walnut, double chocolate Nutella, strawberry cheesecake, and s'mores chocolate chunk. Each one starts with rich browned butter for that crisp edge, soft chewy center, and gooey bite. I'll share easy tips to keep them moist, prevent spreading, and make every cookie perfectly round. Let's get baking. We'll start with the cream cheese filling. Combine 8-ounce softened cream cheese, 3 tablespoons sweetened condensed milk, half a small lemon zest, 1 tablespoon lemon juice, half a teaspoon sea salt, and 2 teaspoons vanilla extract. And mix well. Then divide into 14 equal portions, about 1 tablespoon each, and freeze overnight. For s'mores cookies, freeze 14 marshmallows overnight. For double chocolate Nutella cookies, mix 4-ounce cream cheese, 4-ounce Nutella, half a teaspoon sea salt, and 2 teaspoons vanilla extract. Mix everything together until well combined. Divide into 14 equal portions, about 1 tablespoon each, and freeze overnight. Brown 5 sticks unsalted butter in a very hot pan. A simple trick to speed up the browning process. Stir frequently to prevent burning. Once the milk solids turn a deep golden amber and smell nutty, remove from heat and pour into a large bowl. That rich golden color is perfect. Don't forget to scrape in all those toasted milk solids. They're full of flavor. Let it cool to room temperature before adding sugar. This prevents the cookies from spreading too much. Add 1 1/4 cups granulated sugar and 2 1/2 cups dark brown sugar. Whisk until combined. Gradually add 5 large eggs and whisk until lighter in color. Then add half a cup heavy cream and 1 1/2 tablespoons vanilla extract. The heavy cream restores moisture after browning butter, keeping cookies soft and chewy. In another bowl, whisk together 6 cups all-purpose flour and 1/4 cup cornstarch. Cornstarch helps make cookies thicker, softer, and less likely to spread. Add 2 1/2 teaspoons baking soda. Don't forget the salt. Add 1 tablespoon sea salt to enhance flavor and balance the sweetness in cookies. Then gradually fold dry ingredients into the wet until just combined. Don't overmix the cookie dough. It can make the cookies tough and dense. Mix just until everything comes together for the perfect soft texture. Now we have the base dough. Divide it into 4 equal portions. Each portion will become a different cookie flavor. Add half a cup dark chocolate chunks, half a cup white chocolate chips, 1 cup dried cranberries, and 1 cup toasted walnuts. Fold gently until evenly mixed. Use a large cookie scoop, about 3 tablespoons. Here's a tip: lightly spray your scoop with oil, so the dough releases easily. Pack the dough into the scoop with your hands so each portion is firm and even. This helps all the cookies stay the same size, bake evenly, and keeps them from spreading too quickly. Cover the baking sheet with plastic wrap and chill in the fridge at least 4 hours, preferably overnight. For best flavor and texture, you can chill up to 48 hours. For double chocolate Nutella cookies, add 3 tablespoons cocoa powder and fold it in well. Then add half a cup semi-dark chocolate, half a cup dark chocolate, and half a cup white chocolate, folding gently until evenly combined. This cookie dough already looks so delicious. Next, weigh the dough. The total comes to about 790 grams. Divide it evenly so each portion is around 56.5 grams, giving you 14 cookies in total. Shape the dough like this. Once shaped, place the dough on a tray, cover it, and chill it in the fridge overnight or up to 48 hours. This resting time deepens the flavor, improves the texture, and gives your cookies that rich, chewy center when baked. For strawberry cheesecake cookies, add 2 teaspoons strawberry extract and 3 tablespoons strawberry jam. This really brings out the strawberry flavor, but it also makes the dough quite sticky. The dough is super sticky right now, so chilling it first really helps. Once it's firm, we can shape the cookies easily and get perfect results in the oven. Optionally, add 1 drop red and 2 drops pink gel food color for a beautiful look. Then fold in 1 cup white chocolate chips and half a cup freeze-dried strawberry flakes. Cover and chill for up to 48 hours. For s'mores cookies, weigh the dough while adding 1 cup dark chocolate chunks and half a cup mini marshmallows. The total dough is 719 grams. So, each cookie is about 51 grams. Having every cookie the same weight ensures they bake evenly. So all cookies finish at the same time with consistent size, texture, and appearance. Shape the dough like this. Once chilled in the fridge, it firms up, making it easy to add and cover the filling later. Now chill the dough for at least overnight, or up to 48 hours for the best results. This is the dark chocolate, cranberry, and walnut cookie dough. Perfectly chilled and ready to bake. We'll be baking them in 2 batches. I'm using baking rings for the second batch to test if they keep a perfect shape. Here's the first batch, fresh out of the oven. While they're still warm, I'm topping them with extra cranberries, chocolate chunks, walnuts, a few bits of white chocolate, and a light sprinkle of flaky sea salt. The first batch, baked without the rings, held their natural shape. They smell so delicious, even if they're not as perfectly round as the bakery-style cookies. And here's the second batch with the baking rings. Just like before, I'm topping them with cranberries, chocolate, walnuts, and flaky sea salt while they're still warm. The rings come off easily, and look at that. Perfectly round and gorgeous, just like gourmet cookies. The cookies will keep baking slightly on the hot baking sheet as they cool. So let them rest there for about 10 minutes before transferring to a wire rack. Now let's see how good this cookie is. Golden brown, crisp on the outside, perfectly baked, and soft and gooey on the inside. The browned butter gives these cookies that amazing aroma, so nutty, rich, and irresistible. These s'mores cookies have been chilling for 48 hours. They're ready to become the best s'mores cookies ever. Break the graham cracker in half and place it inside the baking rings. These are the frozen marshmallows we prepared last night. Place one inside the dough and cover it. Then set it inside the ring, right on top of the cracker, and bake. And here they are, our first batch, while they're still warm. Top each cookie with a piece of Hershey's chocolate and a small piece of graham cracker, then sprinkle a touch of flaky sea salt on top. Just look at them, so fancy, and the smell is absolutely heavenly. Here's the second batch, just as beautiful as the first. Remember, don't overbake the cookies. Bake just until the centers are slightly puffed and light golden and the edges are set. Now let's see how delicious they are. They look stunning, perfectly golden brown with melty chocolate and gooey marshmallow inside, the crunchy graham cracker, the soft, chewy cookie, the rich, toasty flavor. It's simply irresistible. No words can describe how amazing this is. Here's our chilled double chocolate Nutella cookie dough. And these are the Nutella and cream cheese fillings we prepped last night. Let's fill the cookie dough with that creamy Nutella and cream cheese center. Then bake them in the rings. They just came out of the oven, still warm and smelling incredible. I'm topping them with Hershey's Kisses, M&Ms, and white chocolate. They look so festive and gourmet, just like those fancy cookies you'd find at a high-end bakery. And here's the second batch, just as gorgeous as the first. Got some extra dough? Just store it in a freezer-safe bag or container. It'll keep perfectly for up to 3 months. If you haven't tried browned butter cookies yet, this is your sign to bake them today. This step elevates the flavor by adding a deep, rich, nutty aroma, almost like toffee or caramel. The texture turns perfectly balanced, crispy on the outside, soft and chewy inside, with that irresistible, melty, gooey center we all love. Now let's see how delicious our double chocolate Nutella cookie is. It's baked to perfection, soft and moist and The glossy chocolate top and creamy center make it look absolutely mouthwatering. Honestly, each bite is even better than I imagined. I think I'm in cookie heaven. After 48 hours in the fridge, the strawberry cookie dough is now firm and easy to shape. Lightly brush some oil on your cookie scoop. It helps the dough release smoothly every time. The total dough weighs 800 grams, so each cookie is about 57 grams, making 14 cookies in total. Here's the cream cheese filling we prepped earlier. Wrap the strawberry dough around the filling, sealing it completely before baking the first batch. Now we're getting ready for the second batch. The kitchen already smells amazing. Our first batch just came out of the oven, filling the whole kitchen with the sweet aroma of strawberries. While they're still warm, I'm topping them with white chocolate, crushed freeze-dried strawberry flakes, and flaky sea salt. They turned out absolutely beautiful. And here's the second batch, the last tray of cookies for today. That's a wrap from just one base dough. We made 4 amazing cookie flavors, a total of 54 medium to large cookies. The house smells incredible. The kids are happy, and I couldn't be more satisfied. Now let's try our last flavor, the strawberry cheesecake cookie. See those golden edges? When you break it open, the center is soft, gooey, and filled with creamy cheesecake. So satisfying. Three days later, we're enjoying a quick treat on the road. These cookies are still perfectly moist, rich, and chocolatey, with a soft, melt-in-your-mouth center and crispy, chewy edges. It's truly a bakery-style treat, right at home. Thank you for watching. Let me know which one's your favorite. As always, keep tasting the world, one bite at a time. See you in the next delicious Saturday.